Hi everyone, I'll show you how to tune the violin today. I know the tuning is a big thing, but don't worry about it because I'm going to show you the easiest way to do it. First of all, we'll have a look the notes of the citrines. So I'll start with the bottom note. We call it G. And then the second lowest note is D. Then A citrine and E citrine. As you know, we have a fingerboard, bridge, and the pegs. And also we have the fine tuners as well. I've always used the application on my phone. I suggest that you can have one of these applications on your phone as well. Or you can use a metronome if you have it. Let's talk about the pegs. We should be really careful about the pegs because they are really delicate. So let's start tuning the violin. So my violin is totally out of tune now. I will start tuning with A citrine. So in A citrine, when you follow the citrine, you can see the peg on the right side and the top one. You should start turning the peg below the pitch. It's going to be like that. So then slightly you need to turn above the pitch. That's the important part because while you're turning the peg, at the same time you need to play with your thumb on the fingerboard. While you're turning and playing at the same time, you need to check the application. On the application, you're going to see a letter name of A4. So sometimes you can see A4B means flat, but it should be A4. So you see there's loads of little sticks, but there's one on the middle and it shows as 0. So you need to be careful turning too much and you need to turn it really slightly. If it goes to the right side too much, you could break the strings. So you need to be really careful about that. Let's tune the D string now. D string's peg is on the left side and the top one. We are going to do the same thing in D string as we did in A string. I'm turning the peg below the pitch, then slightly goes to the highest pitch. So on the application, you're going to see the letter name of D4. So you need to follow the sticks again. And when the sticks goes to D on the middle. Let's tune the G string now. The G string's peg is on the left side, the bottom one. So we are going to do the same as we did the other strings. So I'm starting below the pitch first and then slightly goes up. You're turning the pegs and affects the other pegs tunings. What we need to do is check the other strings tuning again. So this string goes a bit down, so I need to tune it again. It's tuned now. So after we check the D string and A string, we are going back to tune the G string. So when you see G3, the sticks needs to stop on the middle. You usually have like green buttons, but if you don't have it in the application, you just need to follow the sticks and they need to stop on the middle. Let's tune the E string now. So on the E string, you can see the pack is in the right side and the bottom one. We are going to do the same thing below the pitch and then above the pitch. If the packs are still turning, you need to press in a bit, but not too much, don't force it. It could get stuck. I'm just like turning and pressing at the same time. But you need to be careful about that because you can break the pack. So in the end, you need to check all the strings. Start with A string, play like few times, and then B string, and G string, and E string. If it's not tuned, one of the strings, it's normal because we are just tuning from the packs, but you need to check it again. It could go like flat a bit. I would like to show you one more thing. So on the violin we have fine tuners. I don't have all the strings fine tuners. I have only E string, but this is for advanced students. So while you're playing in the string, you can turn exactly like that. You can turn and then find your pitch. While you're doing this, you need to follow the application. Thank you so much for listening me and watching this video. Bye!